Hello folks and welcome back to Starsector, the Bladebreaker Deserters Campaign and the Tales of Athena Yamato. Which I have changed her name, I double checked, that was just called Athena Yamato before. I need to go back and change that. If there's another save transfer, I'll change it back. Last time we took back Bugshash from the Oblivionics. There's actually a hunter fleet over here somewhere, but I came back to Azathoth to turn in everything I had and to refit everything. I refit the Adjudicator, standard loadout, state support beams and ibises, and I gave the Fansula a go. It got its plenty of point defense, burr shells, a couple of kayaks, and a couple of hellbores, and a few glouses at the front. It's going to cost me. Hang on, I'm going to give a doc to do this. Let's find out how much it's going to cost me to totally refit you, because you have a selection of problems, don't you? You have a selection of you got structural damage. Sorry, I keep thinking these are DMAX because I've not really seen them before. I forget these are. Yep, so that's fine. I could restore it for 600,000, give or take 5,000, but I'm not going to bother. Not just for structural damage. It's going to be my. If I need a capital, it's going to be my capital. Basically, it's going to be my capital. Everything else. This is my capital. If I need a capital for something, there it is. Right, see if we can find that hunter fleet that was chasing us down before. There you are, executors. A couple of pandemoniums, a couple of storms. You know what? If we do this, I'm going to try out mine. Transfer command. I'm going to try out this one. I know I'm not taking the battle song out for the first time, God knows how long. But I want to try out the new ship. Not you, you and you. Now. We have here hellbores. A couple of kayaks down the back there, which have range, considerable range. We have, of course, 4 lance repeaters, which also have a considerable range. We have a considerable point defense system, and also some magic box PD missiles, because I had some empty slots on the side. Must be very careful with flux management for this one, actually, because the point defense. If all the point defense is firing at once, it'll go quite heavy on flux. If it's not all the point defense, we should be okay. But if it's all the point defense fires at once, this will be quite heavily on the flux. Oh God, Valiant, goodbye. Okay. This isn't quite the Diablo playthrough, but I'm getting a lot of Diablo ships just because that's what I happen to be engaging at the moment. A bit slow. Don't want to expend all my flicker core charges before I get there, so I'll take the slow progression for now. There you go. I'm not even firing. Kax, are you firing? I'm tempted to put. I'm actually tempted to put like. I was gonna say safety override. I can't put safety override. Shield bypass on this thing, simply because I'm not sure how much of this shield I'm going to be using here. Unlike the battle song is like totally happy putting shield up all the time. Okay, where are my targets of choice? You. Start there. Buddy, come back here. Yeah, so you gotta be very careful with this thing, because putting your shield up on this thing is probably the worst thing you can possibly do. Simply because it'll flux out so hard. It'll flux out way too hard if I put the shield up on this thing. That's why I've got the reflux coils out simply because it. That's a really defensive maelstrom over there. Really defensive maelstrom. Okay, you got urgent suppressors and a couple of opfers. There you go. Get some hellbores into that back there. Can you turn off something here? Because part of this is really fluxing me out, and I'm trying to figure out what this is. I think it might be the KX. The KX may be way more hungry than I thought they were going to be. It could also well be that I'm not very good at piloting this thing, which is probably very true. Put some shots right into front of this one. Alright, some nice shots in there. It has to be the KX. Nothing else can. I'm gonna have to change the kinetic weapon for this thing. I kinda wish that you could also turn off the what's the word I'm looking for? Like, I don't want the ibises to have the extreme range. Because some of the ibises are actually quite expensive flux-wise to fire. And they're fine for point defense, but if they have a long range, which they do in this thing, they tend to fire against enemy ships as well. Because a lot of my point defense comes from my... A lot of my flux usage comes from my point defense. If I turn off that... If I turn on my point defense, my flux usage slows down a lot. It's not firing ibises everywhere. Yeah, but I do need to re-examine the kinetic weapon I'm using here. Pursue them? Not particularly care. No. I need to re-examine the kinetic weapon of choice here. Hang on. Hang on. Refit you, because that is flux per second is once every 3 seconds. It's generating 1200 flux. I might want to go to. I might want to go to state here. State support beams. Because the extra range. I can probably remove these. I'm not actually doing much. Right, I want things that have long range or easy to hit with, because I am very bad at hitting otherwise. That is 20 shots a minute. That's 1500 a shot. It's too much for me. That's 800 flux per second. That's way too high for me. Way too high. Kinetics, that is 600 flux per second. That's 1200 a shot, basically. because it's firing 30 shots a minute. Mark 9s could be. I went for the KX because the KX seemed the most logical choice, but apparently it might not be. But go back to the Opfer. Go back for Opfer. At the front, I'm going to put in some Ulan. Run siege laser. Right, Right, let's just fill this out then. Auto. Is that what I want? Kind of, but I want the Op4 on their own thing. The Opfer on their own. Right, now, how would this... Quick check. How would this actually work out? Give me a target. Give me a Paragon class target. I can't actually fire the Ulan at this point because my flux is too high. And it's pretty sure that flux is from there. Yeah. That vent, even at highest flux dissipation, that is really, really low. That is super low, even at highest flux dissipation. I don't know what to do with you. I'm genuinely unsure what to do with you. Yeah, see, that doesn't really interest me so much. I need to go some. I need kinetic, but not that hectic. I want more focused kinetic damage. Go for some grey stab, perhaps. We've got some grey stabs here, and then we'll go for a couple of Gauss cannons at the back. Oh God! State support beam. No, okay, you guys go over there. State support beams over here, auto-fire, Gauss cannons, and grey stabs. So again, look at that flux per second of all. If all my point defense is firing at the same time, that flux per second is crazy. And a lot of that's actually the ibises. Hang on, I've got 8 ibises. That's 4, 8, 12, 16, 20, 24, 28, 32. I need 32 points to replace all the ibises with burr shells, which would actually work out in the range department, would actually work out in the... Would help me out. Okay, hang on. Let's figure this out. Remove that. Remove that. Replace those with burr shells. That worked. Okay. Max it out. Full burr shell defenses, a single Raptor defense system. Probably could do without it, to be honest. That's probably not that relevant. I could probably remove that. Extra points there. Right, let's do another test. Another test. Again against the Paragon class. Hang on, I gotta... Okay, these are generating a lot of flux. If I can get... What can I replace these with that generates no flux? Probably some kind of missile system. Thrush, maybe? Some kind of missile system. Remove ballistics, remove energy. Remove ballistics, remove energy. Missiles only. Don't want to buy. Just things I own. Banishes... I want things with infinite. You technically have infinite. You technically have infinite. Ammo. thrushes, because thrushes actually don't generate no flux at all when firing. Okay, I'm slightly... There we go. That. Put those there. Auto-fire them, alternating. Okay, again, another test. Okay, look, without the 800 or so flux per second of the state support beams, my flux is far more manageable. It still goes up every once in a while, but if I turn off my point defense, you actually manage it quite well. It's the point defense thing that's causing all this problem. To be fair, I've only got 16 burst shells. That is probably overkill. Like these 8 are probably enough. They're probably enough. Those 8. What could I do with? If I didn't have to use those burst shells, what would I spend these points on? Rexons? Rexons have more flux per second now. Burst cannons, plasma ACs, linear cannons, shard cannons. Combat MGs have a range of 700. That is interesting. Nano miniguns, again, a bit high. Cracklers. A little bit of extra kinetic love, you know? A little bit of extra kinetic love. We just lowered that even further. If we're going to put in... more thrush. Right. Max that out again. Weapon group up. Like, no. You guys got the... Okay, you guys got the back there. You guys go over there. Automate you. You go over here. Alternate you. Yeah. Right, let's do this. Now let's check this out. Run simulation. Because what's the range of the machine guns? It's only valid if they get in very close range. If you get in very close range, you get a lot of extra kinetic damage happening. Yeah, I'm actually happy with that. I'll give that a go for the time being. I'm willing to give that a go. Do you have anything to store? Yeah, we do. We have loads of stuff to store. So we'll store all this nonsense. We will sell you. We will sell most of you. And what were we actually doing? I've now forgotten. I've spent an episode just basically dealing with capturing, consolidating back there again. Okay, who was our next enemy? I forgot. Is it Diablo? I want to keep Diablo alive. ORA captured something for us recently. Independents like us. Shadow Dictat Syndrome Dictat likes us. Junk Pirates again really like us. We've never done anything specifically to help out the Junk Pirates. They've just happened to be an enemy of everything we're fighting against, essentially. Kind of it's the same sort of issue that the Templar have. They like us because everyone else is their enemy, so whenever we attack anybody else, they like us more. Cabal, I can't really attack them because they don't have a base. Same thing with GMDA. Leaded Path shouldn't exist. They shouldn't have any more bases. Yeah, they don't have any bases. Just for some reason, they're still there. Neutrino still exists. How's Neutrino's feeling about us? How do Neutrino feel about us in general? Neutrino, suspicious, but not too shabby. Persian League, I guess. Persian League. How big is the Persian League at the moment? 10 markets. Zagan, Zagan, Ema, Yajna, Western Nest, Tile, Isira. Excuse me. I yawned. Galatia and Gilead. So yeah, and Syra and Gilead. We're close to Galatia, so we could take Ancyra. Oh, never mind. It's a triple Pandemonium fleet to be fought here. Well, I'm gonna fight in the I'll fight in the Balisong. We'll fight in the Balisong. They have got a captain, so we'll take that, we'll take that, we'll take that. Hey look, it's an enemy Odyssey. Yeah, I'm not sure what happened. I think what happened was I had the camera kind of like this, where the radar was behind the enemy Odyssey, so it kind of looked... So part of my brain must have gone, oh look, that enemy Odyssey is surrounded by a diamond shape, it must be an enemy. And then I don't think that thought didn't shift from my head. I'm assuming that's what happened. It's either that or I was very, very foolish. And let's be honest, that was probably far more likely. But yeah, but I watched it back and it must have been that this thing happened. And it was also, it also just got hit by a entropy thing, the amplified entropy, so it went slightly to red tint as well. Not very good excuses, but they're currently what I'm going to be using. Not very good excuses, but that's kind of that's the only thing I've got at the moment. Charging. Charging. Hit it, hit it. No idea where I was even shooting that one. Not a clue. Reloading, reloading. Ooh. Hit it. Good. Actually managed to hit a target with that thing now. It's a rarity. The Stratus. Start charging. Start charging. There's a gust over here. Gust with an Opfer. Intentional. Intentional. Believe me. Oh god, this is sluggish. As was mentioned, the Balsam does not get slow when it's charging, but it lowers the acceleration, so it feels sluggish. Charging again, charging again, charging. Okay, are we doing anything? Target, target, target. Remove that, remove that, remove that. Okay. Okay, we're fully charged. All I need is a target. There's a vapor right behind me. Right. Ooh, hello. I know that shot anywhere. Ooh, I overloaded. There's 2 up fours. That's what I loaded over there. There's 2 up fours. There's a lot of kinetic damage. There's a lot of kinetic damage there. That said, your up fours are forward facing, so if I get behind you, we should be fine. Charge, 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 fire. Yeah, he hit a side of a pandemonium. Like, I can't think of a bigger target, like side onto pandemonium that's not dashing. That said, never underestimate my ability to miss shots. Never underestimate my ability to miss shots. Pursuing them? Nah, let them go. Nah, we good. We very good. 2 more opfers. Okay, grab all that. Grab these. Sell the rest. You. Most of you. You're actually over capacity on fuel at the moment. Hey, if you want to keep attacking with those big fleets actually give us a lot of money to work with. Right. Another pandemonium with the Unholy Alliance, so even if I wanted one, I wouldn't grab that one. You know what, I'm just gonna sell these. It's not as if I've got a lack of them. Right. We were heading to Galatia. So let's carry on with the journey, shall we? Let's carry on with the journey. Oh, are you? Son of a... Chase it down. Hi. Really? You're coming to invade me, are you? You come into my house with owls. Owls are seeker ships. Stealthily reassembled Eagle-class cruiser. Adds a 4th ballistic hardpoint and high-capacity ammo belts. The modification also removed the 3 medium energy mounts to make a space for initial flux capacitors. Given that half the surface has been removed in flavor of stealth plating. Stealth plating isn't actually mentioned other than the ECM package. Finally, the 2 small missile mounts have been replaced by drones, launch bay, bleak flak wing to offset the limited point defenses. These changes combine to significantly reduce the owl's sensor profile. Does it? Don't see a sensor stat anywhere. Don't really see a sensor stat anywhere. Making it much harder to detect. In a game that really doesn't make much of a difference because it's harder to detect. It makes no difference in the makes 0 difference in the combat screen, and your fleet is so big that it makes no difference in the campaign screen either. Right. Let's finish off this fight then. We'll finish off this fight in the episode, then we'll start taking our fight to the Persian League. Okay, we do not have ECM pilot, huh? Interesting. Interesting. Yep, it's a well-trained ECM pilot as well, Captain, because that's minus 20% we got there. Which means it's got 3 levels. It's either got 3 levels of the ECM skill or 2 levels of the ECM skill and the those people are pretty accurate to hit fighters mid-flight with them. Charging and charge. Okay. Priority targets are you. You. I would pick up an owl just on interest's sake, just to see what it's like. Okay, start charging. Charge. Get closer. Pressure the shields. Pressure the shields. Hit the Sagaris, the Medusa. Totally intentional. That was exactly my plan. That was my plan all along. To upset the attack on the Medusa. Yeah. I gave the Medusa a false sense of security by attacking the Dictator. That is... Yep. Charge again. Odyssey's out of missiles with the Sunder down there. Charging the Bushwhacker once more. There you go, overloaded. Means you should go down real soon. Oh yeah, I hit you. Impressively still alive. Oh. Ah, oh. Okay, hit a target. Okay, I gotta be careful not to do that, because we already know for a fact that I can lose ships by doing that. An owl over there. They had another capital, didn't they? I can not ships. I can lose wing pods by doing that because the shields don't protect my wing pods. Okay, we have an owl and an Odyssey. Yes, I knew they had another capital ship. Hi, owl. So what is it? You're the Beak Flak-Wing, right? Beak Flak-Wing has a flak cannon and a swarm LRM. Single one of them. Okay. Interesting. Oh, you're gonna get pulled in, though. Whirlwind's got your number. I love the Whirlwind. The Whirlwind is... Like, the Whirlwind has just been silently just doing a large amount of work. Oh, hello, Onslaught. I forgot about you. I forgot they had one of you. And a Zephyr as well. Oh, yeah. You do not want to be shield tanking, buddy. Hi. How's that working out for you, Onslaught? Charging, charging, charging. 50% charge on the Bushwhacker? Fire anyway, because I don't think it's going to last much longer. Zephyr's going to die. Am I going to be able to get there in time? Nope. Nope, I am not. That should be it, right? Unless they've still got the owl to deal with. No, that's it. No, we're going to pursue them because they've got a lot of extra fuel and stuff. We were going to... Am I going to let my second command... Am I going to let my second command handle it? This is the big question. Am I going to let my second command handle this? You can take you. I took a hull hit? I took a hull hit. Take you. Take some of my destroyers and the frigates. My god. What did he actually manage to kill from that? The Starliner, the Colossus, the Nebula, and the Hermes. That's your only, like... Really? You didn't even manage to destroy the Prometheus? Or any of the Valkyries? Shocking. Ooh, hello. It's Malleus. Malleus D. What am I thinking of here? What's the Armageddon launcher? I keep thinking of the other one. The one that has the special energy weapon. I forgot what it's called. It's the one that has like the two-stage energy weapon. I'm going to grab it anyway because it's interesting. But I'm thinking of the one that has a two-stage energy weapon. What am I thinking of? What's the ship I'm thinking of that has a two-stage energy weapon? No, we're going to mothball you. Oh, we're actually properly under strength. Well, in that case, I'm lucky we're still nearby. And Cyril will have to wait. What is the ship I'm thinking of, though? The Imperium ship that has, like, the little has a 2-stage energy weapon at the front. Repair up. Store everything else here. You know the one I mean, right? Yes, it has to charge up, and then it can deploy. You press F to deploy the energy weapon, and then you can fire like a beam or something with it. I seem to recall it was vaguely how it went. I'm sure I'll figure out before long. So what I want to figure out before we end the episode is a crew. Sure, that'll do. Over 5,000 crew. It's over 5,000! So what's this Armageddon launcher I'm wondering about here? Scalpum drones are graviton beams. That is a lot of graviton beams, actually. And Armageddon launcher... Armageddon MRMs. Okay, so we'll quick simulation test. What is an Armageddon launcher? Oh, you reload. Interesting. Hang on. It's reloading over time. Yeah, it does reload it. It does... interesting. Based on the Apocalypse LRMs. Okay. Right, anyway, I'm going to call the episode here because this is just... I'm just yakking for way too long here. Let's unmothball this guy. I might not... I might use him, I might not. I'll catch you folks next time. Let me know the name of that Imperium ship. I could look it up, but then again, I'm not really that bothered and you'll tell me anyway. So, I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.